My name's Joseph DeSoma. I'm one of the quality control track members over here at Hyundai, and I want to go over the overview of inside the vehicle checks before we enter the track. You always beep before you pull forward, beep once. Going backwards, beep twice. Safety all the time. Too many moving vehicles and people. Gotta be safe. The track is roughly 1.25 miles, and you're gonna go through every different type of terrain. We're gonna go through under a tunnel. That's where we check our horn. We're gonna go through a series of different bumps. Like at the beginning of the track, it's gonna have a smooth side on one side and a bumpy side on the other side. You're basically checking to try to see what side the noise is coming from. So you'll be able to tell, all right, if I'm on the right side and you hear a bump, then you know to tell the repair guy to check the right side.
And to be completely honest, this car is already on the street. Yeah. So this went through the thing.
This one is good, yeah.
So this car should be good. Should because it has how many miles? 909 miles.
Yes, sir.
So we maybe have done anything to it, but we'll see. Hopefully not. But you probably did this car at some point.
Somebody, yeah. We have 22 different track drivers.
Okay.
Now we're entering rough road portion, so it's going to start off both sides. We're just listening for any unusual noise, which we call BS off. So now this side is going to go smooth. So now if there was anything squeaking, rattling, you'll be able to hear it more on the right-hand side. Same thing for this side. This side's going to be smooth. You'll be able to hear if there's any BSR on the left side. And it goes back to double to give you one last chance to see if you just didn't hear anything. Everything sounds pretty good, normal sounds. What we'll hear a lot is plastic because their vehicles are still fully wrapped up. What I do is I put the seat belts around the seat so you don't hear the clanking of the seat belts, so it gives you a real clear, like after you do it every day, you know what's the sound of plastic and you'll be able to tell immediately if something's off. Alright, we're going to be checking our horn. We check all sections of the horn, make sure that's working properly. And now we're going to go through different types of bumps. Just again, checking the suspension, checking for any bump, squeak, rattling. Everything looks good. Should be nice. Same thing for this portion. It's a little more rough. You'll be able to, this is a real good one when you hear the rattle because that vibration is causing.
Sarah.
This is where you're just testing out your suspension, make sure nothing's squeaking. We're going to do a series of small S curves, just checking the steering. Again, listening for anything out of normal. Alright, when we get to that stop sign, I'm going to get up to about 25 miles an hour and I'm going to be doing a brake check, so just brace yourself. Make sure nothing flies. Brake check. And what we're looking for is a good smooth stop. Make sure the vehicle doesn't hesitate to stop. Make sure your brakes are functioning properly. We're going to enter the track. We're going to do a wide S curve. Again, just checking the steering, make sure everything looks good. And then we're going to wait for that vehicle to exit. We're going to enter our figure 8.
And this track is not a race track. It's a track that simulates normal streets, so you can test the car as it was intended to be made,
Yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir. We're going to enter here. We're just basically checking the function of our steering wheel, make sure that it snaps back to the straight position after you get into the full lockout. Did perfectly. Again, we're going to check both sides. Just got to give it a little speed to get up there and then snap back, and that's good to go. Next test we're going to be performing is the hill test. That's where we're going to be checking our emergency and parking brakes and our auto hold function to make sure everything's working properly. Alright, this portion is the hill test. We're going to go ahead and get all the way up on the hill. We're going to stop. Our auto holds on. We're going to let our foot off the brake. Auto hold should hold us. It does. Go ahead and turn auto hold off. We're going to turn our emergency brake on, and we're going to go ahead and load our foot. We should just do a small bump back. We're going to turn our oil hold back on, turn our emergency brake off, and we're going to proceed up. Again, check our oil one last time. Works. Gonna turn auto off. Put our parking brake on. We should feel a bump back. Oh, okay, you guys have different vehicles. Our vehicles usually bounce back a little bit. These the vehicles you guys have, they drop down, which seats it into the position. Go ahead and put the vehicle in drive. Put the auto back on. Now we're going to be proceeding to our high speed portion. We're going to get up to 65. We're going to turn on our cruise control and our LCAS, and we're going to make sure that it alerts us when we leave the lane. Alright, we're at 60. Alright, that worked. Let's check the left side. Alright, we're going to straighten back out. We're going to drop down to 55. Now we're going to be doing our drift test. While we're doing this, we're also listening for any wind noise. That could either be a nuisance for the customer. We're going to line up with this white line. We're going to do this little shake on the steering wheel, line back up. I let go of the steering wheel. We should maintain a fairly straight line, which we do. For this portion, we're going to check our 3 levels of our regenerative braking. Make sure we feel a slowdown for each. That's good. At this point, if everything checked out on the vehicle, we would take it over to our VPC, our Vehicle Processing Center, and they would take control of the vehicle, and it would be shipped to the customer or to the dealership. We have a Hyvis, and we log in all of our defects, and that's how we sign off on the vehicle, and they keep track of who signed off on the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
And if we do find a defect or something wrong with the vehicle, what we do is we put it in as repair. Repair is going to get the vehicle, they're going to go over it, make the corrections they need to, and then it goes to another quality control department called confirmation. They're going to confirm that repair did it and that they don't see or hear that defect anymore. And then it again will go back on the track and again for final approval, and then it'll go to the VPC. So there's lots of checks, and we definitely consider customer quality one of our priorities here, and safety, of course.
Oh, this car is good?
This car is good to go. It passed.